Yeah, it's pretty bad around here. I mean, geez, there's already pretty good at the Mavis Collie Wallet branch. I mean, it's open. I can use it. Probably get electricity and Wi-Fi. I think I want to move my car down here actually for protection, just not be up in this. I mean, this area does not look good, even though it's next to a golf course. I mean, and this library is pretty empty. There's like only one car here because they have definitely eliminated males. I need to find somewhere to actually use the bathroom. If I can't use this library, I need to consider elsewhere. Yeah, it's quite a dynamic they got here. The Shepherd's Farm had good intentions with the basketball court that they had to shut down and the swimming pool that's gone to waste. All next to a nice golf course. The golf course looks like it's being kept in pretty good shape. They had to protect that golf course at all costs by not just putting up fence, putting up barbed wire, raising the height of the fence, because black people can jump. I remember when I was in station, hey, they got grass. These are pretty good clumps. I wish there was, yeah, there's chives, dandelion, not much, man. There could be more, but yeah, they could jump. I was told that one black guy like stepped on the fence and was able to clear it with just one step on the fence. That's impressive. I forgot I grabbed this Michelob Ultra beer, and it was behind the Walmart, and they just left it. I kicked it, and it felt full. Check this out. This is what I think of your beer. I am done drinking any alcohol myself. Let it sit. Alright, so I went into the library and I thought I was recording, but I didn't. I didn't record their conversation at all. I think it's because I pressed this camera screen up against my clothes and they're wet, so the wetness might serve as a kind of a trigger. I had it around my stomach. No? So I really did just kind of hit it. I guess. Okay, there it went. I hit it with my stomach, and my stomach is wet from the rain, so that stopped recording. Great. This is a nice sensitive screen to wet clothes. All right. So the black lady, she's not a library director. She said the library closed for the storm a little bit, then it reopened, and I asked her how long has the male bathroom been closed, and she says it's been closed. She will not say how long. I'm guessing a long time. And when I came in and asked how long has the bathroom been closed, the male bathroom, she like, oh, are you here to fix it? And I'm like, what person who comes to fix it asks as their first question, how long has the bathroom been closed? She's not saying how long, and I think that's because it's been a long time. But wow, I just sat there berating her because she's just the way she talked to me was it felt so stupid. I felt like I just had to lecture her. It's so stupid. She's not the director, at least. She says she's the manager, manager. And but they've had problems here. I mean, I can't blame them. It's not just her having issues. She has issues with the people here. So I just missed out on the recording that conversation because of my wet clothes. I gotta admit one thing is these black people who are arguing really helped me exercise right next to them. Their emotions really helped me push myself a little bit, but they left. I think they left because of me jumping around and doing squats with my sticks. I appreciated it at the time. Right, gas at 241. I filled up for over $20 again, or over $20, and it's been a long time. Alright, I think I want to park here for the day, see how the activity is. Oh my god, okay. The snowstorm tore down the roof of a shelter. I can probably get closer to that and check it out. This apparently is a body of water that they've put the first oil well over a body of water here. Extension of floating pier sponsored by Bass Life Association. Yeah, there's almost 10 fisher boats out on the water, so they're pretty active. Caution tape. It's pretty interesting. See all these trees and stuff. I gotta see if there's a bathroom available. Even at almost 8 a.m. it's there's people coming in and out. Right, they pull oil out of here, but they still allow swimming. No jumping from trees got my attention. I'm like, really? People swim out to the trees and jump off. I guess that's something you can do. But as big as this lake is, it's like maybe the oil isn't going to be so bad. It'll dilute. It's pretty dirty though. It's pretty dirty, but I mean it's so massive that well, I don't know. There's some pretty big lakes that are dirty. Not much of a beach. Alright, right now I feel like I have an infection that's running from my lower gut to my heart. I felt almost like I was gonna pass out at one point. I was waiting to like a heart attack pass out type of issue. There's an infection and it's made me have to go to the bathroom more times, but no diarrhea. I'm sure diarrhea will follow, but there's some kind of weird infection. I feel hungry. I think I might have worms, but yeah, I'm not getting any other symptoms. Just upset in the gut, the whole gut region. All right, at the boat dock. I've never seen a dock with so much stuff on it, whatever this may be. I'm just going to comment that I did have quite an event with my digestion. I don't know, I pooped like 5 times today. It's incredible. I don't know if it was a catnip that did it, or I think it was an infection, actually, a big infection. But I'm here in this park and picking grass on the fence line of a baseball field, and it's pretty good. I think the brown parts are damaged from the snowstorm. I really don't believe that they're spraying this fence. I think they're relying entirely on cutting it, and it's good grass for me. Good enough. Fast picking, at least. Taller than the regular mow. Yeah, anytime I feel a sickness like I have today, run into the bathroom several times today over the course of the day, I gotta prioritize nutrition, building up the blood a little more than exercise. And grass is a pretty good source for building up the blood. I did have 3 cloves of garlic. I steamed 3 cloves of garlic, and that makes me wonder if it's much of a factor for the issues I've had today. I like eating the steamed garlic, but I don't want problems. I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot. This is the loudest noisiest noisiest croaking Walmarts I've ever sat in. Does this go on all night? And the rain is coming. Alright, as much as I want to boil my grass in here, it's raining. That's the one thing that really stops me from being able to cook. Alright, I am scared about this library. Will they even let me in? It's so tough. I never know. Right, I'm starting to believe that I handled something with an infection in Shreveport. Maybe when I was rifling through that secondhand store that was thrown on the side on the road. I've had upset gut since about that time. My gut has been upset, and just an upset problem. You know, the next time 2 young white guys come up behind my car and just look at my bicycle and talk about, oh, the chain's rusted. Like, they sound like they're about to steal it. Like they're thinking about stealing it, but oh, the chain's rusted. I mentioned it before, but this is a new thought in my head about the situation. Because I didn't know I wanted to say something, but I didn't know what to say. What I should have said, what I could have said, and I got to remember this is a rare or a circumstance, be like, would you like a free bike, guys? Hey, would you guys like a free bicycle? And see how they react to that. That might be a telling response. Right, so I made an easy walk from the library to the Walmart. Took care of that, and now I'm just gonna take a peek downtown. Looks like they're working on that. I was gonna look in this door, but it actually looks like there's new lumber in there, so I'll just hold off on that. So I think there might be witnesses. It's somewhat active down here, so I don't know who's watching who. I was able to get my batteries high. I was able to put up quite a bit of juice back in them over the course of 2 cities, stopping at 2 libraries. I think they're relaxing their response to COVID now. It's just comes down to the face mask thing, maybe some reduced hours. Right, Bessie Coleman was born nearby here, like across the railroad tracks. She learned to fly and then crashed her plane. That's kind of tragic. Then other places far away, lynchings. The Great Raft, Bossier City. Huh. I did buy lemons for my dysentery, but I think these are a close second, boiling pine needles, because it has a astringent taste, very similar to lemon, oranges. Well, I'm seeing this type of leaf, possibly that coffee leaf, caffeine leaf. in the north part of Louisiana now. I might be misidentifying it with the whitish bark and that wrinkled edge of the leaf. The leaf's not but an inch in length. It's growing right here, looking fine. It's not. I mean, I think I might be misidentifying it. It's not exclusive to the Gulf Coast. What am I to make of something when it feels? This feels hollow. I feel the reverberation on my foot even. Over here, not so much. Hitting the spot though, it feels hollow. Like if I dig down, I should expect some kind of open cavity. I don't understand how that works. It'd be something to experiment with, but I don't think the church would appreciate me digging up their yard. All right, this is a pretty nice, relaxing spot. I have not gotten bothered. I think I'd like to come back out tomorrow because I didn't explore it all. Sat in my car most of the day. I get those lazy moments. But I brought catfish out. Now I'm finally getting around to cooking it, steaming it. I cannot boil it. Nothing's in the pots. It's just water. I thought I had bread. I cleaned out the car. I was able to even pull a lot of stuff out. And I thought I had bread, but I guess I don't. I didn't find it. And I finally decided I'm gonna boil this Indian grass that I've had in a container for a few months from probably Kansas. Mix it. I got this from North Dakota, seeds from the pigweed, and then catnip from the Walmart pet section. But I've had this for a few months from Williston, North Dakota. You don't find pigweed seed everywhere. I really feel bad about the fish liquid being tossed out from the container here. I'm gonna reboil it. There's still fish. There's fish oil in there. I hate to throw it out. It feels like such a waste. And I'm gonna put in some grits, yellow corn and grits. See how that tastes with the liquid. It tasted good with chicken thighs. I use chicken thigh water for grits. Maybe it'll be good for catfish water. So there's a bunch of this blue stem grass along the edge. I cut some here, and this is gonna serve as a little cleaning tool for the pan, the colander that I cooked the catfish in. Wipe it down a little bit. I trust this grass. I mean, I make teas out of it. Okay, and then I saw a $60 one. What was that about?
Express mail guarantee.
Okay. All right, look at how big that bag is. He just drags it like it's a wedding dress. Probably made of cotton. And here's an example of a cotton bale, and you can't push it. It's so tight. It's amazing. Picking cotton was hot and tiring and dirty work. Before machinery was invented, they could pick cotton. These rules are ridiculous. I've never seen these type of rules before. Can that be read? Talk about chewing tobacco. This is not real. That is not real. They waterproofed it with smoke? For at least 1,000 years before Europeans appeared in this area, the local territory was part of the great nation known today as the Caddo. The Codoatopjol, one of the tribes of the Caddo living in East Texas, made their homes in switch cane huts, shaped like beehives. I should call them the bees. And then this is an example. That's pretty cool. And then they describe what's going on in this scene. What's interesting to me is this deer hide guy. So they raised mink here, or at least one guy did. I think this thing is a cotton gin to clean the seeds out. And that was maybe motorized. Hand turned. Alright, I'm a little surprised by how much these poles shrink when they dry. They almost seem to have shrunken half their size. At least 30% of their size. So this one actually got a little bit smaller than the one I can buy at Walmart. So I need to make sure that they're really thick, because I'm actually not too satisfied with the thickness. I want it thicker because this actually bends. My thicker one can actually bend from my force, and not too much force. I could almost break it, if it seems like. So I definitely need to get them thicker. So these bigger, longer, heavier sticks actually tire out my hands. My hands never got tired from my Walmart walking sticks, but they instantly get tired from these sticks. I kind of like the challenge. It's a surprise though. So I'm walking around in the park in this city, Atlanta, Texas, and come across this thing. Nature in all its glory. It's like spewing out some very silvery liquid into the forest. I'm guessing it's kind of got a sewage smell to it a little bit. Looks kind of old. Whoa, I'm slipping. I only brought one stick with me just because I plan on going back. It's just some big long pipe. It's clear water. And just releasing water, and the wheel, there's some kind of a turning wheel, very slippery water. The turning wheel is actually locked. You can see it's locked right there. They don't want people turning that thing. But it's very old looking. Wow. Doesn't make any sense to me why I would be out here in the forest near a park. So there's this pond and a trail, and then that tall pipe down below. Like maybe there's some kind of water pressure thing that it's working with for the pond. It's kind of strange how that's working. Is there a mechanical pump, or is that some kind of gravitational flow? If I didn't know any better, I'd swear this brush pile here has been pushed up against the fence. It's a nicely mowed pond over there. There's this massive brush pile and then a fence, and there's nothing on the other side of the fence, so it really looks intentional. So this is more of that pond. The pipe's on the other side of the trail on the end over there. Turtles were going underneath the water when they felt I was too close. And off in the distance, I think somebody's playing the baseball park music, using the baseball park speakers to play their music. It's very loud. I'm listening to girls softball. They're probably yelling at the batter and being so disrespectful. America is just amazing in how it's design sports to cause the opponents to be so disrespectful to each other. I wonder what kind of sports China might play in that respect. I don't think they do any. They try to create sports that create some winners on both sides. You know, it's all that gloating and stuff that happens in America. It's just incredible. And he's just driving onto the field. Why? People just recreationally drive right onto the softball fields or baseball. That's the third car I've seen. Right, so we got this set up here. I'm thinking that my type of garlic bread could be steamed garlic on toast. Pretty much just take the fork and smash it. This actually would smash better if I steamed it harder. I didn't steam it enough, but the more you steam it, the better it breaks up into turns into like a butter. A little tomato sauce doesn't hurt either. It'd be ideal to give the tomato sauce time to soak into the bread, the toast, I think. Alright, so on the Google Maps, on the U.S. Army Corps Engineers website, it said that this is free camping, and they have bathrooms. Please practice some responsibility. Free camping? Man, this is it's tempting. I'd have to see how long my water can last. Take a look at the bathroom. Oh, it's open, and they might have plumbing. They got toilet paper. No, they don't have plumbing. So there's no plumbing. Save money that way. Alright, the campers that were back here left, so I decided to get a quick look. I left a fire going, so I could get that going if I wanted to, but I don't. Just let it burn out. It's a nice little corner, but there's just so little traffic on the road anyway, and I'm fine where I'm at. And there's trails behind here. I guess if you wanted to explore back, and you can see the outline of a lake through the trees further on back. This is a neat little spot. It's supposed to be free, but I don't think I want to bring my car back to this spot. The thing that scares me most about this campsite is, why is it free? Is it because there's mice at night? Will mice be terrorizing me if I try to sleep here? I don't like that. Driving late in the dark just to get away from them. Chipmunks or mice, whatever. This might be like a little swimming beach for for whoever wants to risk it. All right, it's only like 2:30, and I'm still thinking about sleeping here overnight. I've cooked some grits with potato chicken water, and boiled some tea with just only these clumps of grass. A little of my Bavarian grass. The grass is scarce out here. I trust this grass. It's a harder grass, but I've tried a little bit at a time, and it didn't seem to hurt. Now I'm actually having the most I've ever had, and I don't expect any problems. Alright, so I sit here spitting out spitting out like leaves and stuff because I'm too lazy to put the tea through the the strainer thing. What strange looking flowers bloom in the forest. Just kind of randomly sitting here. Kind of strange. Along not far from the water's edge. So pretty much all these trees are too weak. They're dead. They're all pretty much dead on the shore. They don't handle being waterlogged too well. I mean, it's not happening now, but it does. Alright, I'm not intending to stay another night here, but it is very nice to be able to have the peace enough to grind my cinnamon right on the hood of my car. Much better than sitting in the car, but so many places just make it so difficult. This has been nice and peaceful. So I'm gonna have toast, applesauce with cinnamon and peanuts. Ran out of milk, water's getting low. So I really want to get going. A couple of really fat squirrels. I don't think I could pick them up. It's a really fat squirrel, but yeah, he just hangs out in this small park. I don't know where he's getting his food. At least there's two of them in this park. Yeah, here's an obvious political response to the COVID issue. They're still closed. Even March 5th, 2021. They're still closed, the museums. Some museums open, some museums close. It really is more of a political response than anything. It's crazy. Whoop. I actually managed to walk by this library. I walked right underneath the awning. I didn't really look, I guess, close enough. I was looking past it, thinking it was a further walk. Alright, we'll see if they give me a hard time about face masks. I just want to plug in my laptop and plug right up front. There's one on the table here. There's one up front. Oh. It's behind the table. There's this table? No, sir. Oh. There's the window, sir. Okay, then you got your drop box right there. I do. And you have windows, I hear? Yes. Well, I guess I could just do this. It's up to you. There's a table here. There's a table though? Oh, in the back? Okay. I think I'm going to need to make a new peanut rule here where I eat peanuts only with the skin. Only buy peanuts where I can have the skin with them as well. Maybe that'll help. Maybe the skin is something that protects the heart. So how long do cemetery stones last? This one's good until 1908. It might have, what, another 30 years if it's lucky. It's got growth on it, and it's wearing away to being to the point of unreadable. So You Die, 1892, is barely readable. You die, then you get a fresh new cemetery stone that may last over 100 years, and then that's it. Forgotten. So last night I was having difficulty with the indigestion with the stomach. I think it was the valve or something. I was burping up food later after a meal of a cereal with shredded wheat milk and star anise. It affected me this morning too. It feels like food is stuck. I think I need like wet foods just to make sure things go down, because I don't like this feeling. I partly think that sitting in my car hunched over was a factor too in closing down the valves. Wow, he's a mean looking guy. So for 2 nights I stayed here. I wake up to burning in the air, and I think I know what it is. It's a smoke that just never stops off in the distance. I saw it on the Google Maps. I can't exactly remember what the business is. I think I recall it's like maybe a paper mill or something. But they eject a lot of burning. I come out here to potentially exercise, but there's no way I'm going to exercise with that burning smell. You can't see the smoke, but you can definitely smell it. It's some kind of burn going on. I think it's probably affecting the environment some way. I don't like breathing it in. It doesn't give me any comfort. And I don't want to do serious exercise where I'm breathing heavy. Just breathing more of that in. So getting out of the area is probably helpful. Alright, I came down to 1910 Kings Highway, which is supposed to be general delivery. Alright, I'm accepting mail at a friend's house, somebody who I've never met before, and he paid 3 days. I feel like I owe him. This was a wasted trip. This is a wasted mail, because now the bank is sending junk mail to this address, and I'm waiting to run my card. So, and I was sent a 3 day. He received it, and then he sent it on a 3 day, which is a little more pricey than the slow mail. And what I got was this insurance proposal. It's junk mail, and it is just ridiculous. So I'm waiting on the card, and actually my bank hasn't even shipped the card yet. I thought this was actually the card, but I didn't receive the card. I got junk mail from RCU. And apparently I got an email from somebody saying that they didn't even send the card, and I thought they did. They have my address. They have this address. I got it all scratched out, but they send junk mail instead of the card. It's incredible. Rush to see. This is how they prioritize poor people at this credit union. So I gotta tell the guy, if I don't know how much longer he can do this mail relay for, but I gotta tell him either bend either bend the envelope and feel if there's a card, or just open it up and see if there's a card. Either way, because I'm getting junk mail now, and you don't exactly know. You don't really know what's in there. You gotta bend it or open it up to see what's in there, because we wasted all the resources just for some junk mail as I move. And I'm gonna have to choose a different address from this one. I'm not sticking around here. It's getting a little too warm. I'll have to look for a more northern address, but first I have to receive the bank card. And I can't let the RCU fool him again by, saying, oh, they're gonna send another one, and then they send more junk mail for him to send to me. I can't have that. The cost? Is it free? Where's
Sir?
what?
Welcome.
Yeah. Is it free or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I just
We're fixing our window right now.
somebody broke a window.
No, we're decorating our window.
Vandalism.
Decorating our window.
You got to sign in, the only thing you got to do.
Okay, yeah.
Right here.
All right.
Right there.
This is where the bodies go.
Yeah, it's
Now, I used to know what used to open.
maybe you'd
I'm not going to do it.
a twist. Yeah, you don't want to break anything, but a twist
Well,
or.
there it is. You're very good. And see the rollers and stuff?
What are the? Okay, so the coffin would
And they
lie on
also-
top
and they would-
of the balls.
Yes.
Just
And then-
slide it in.
And then they would also do the bloodletting and stuff too. Here.
A mortuary does bloodletting.
They wouldn't not well, take the blood.
Oh,
out.
to like
Yeah,
not
embalm.
not embalm, but just to get the
Get blood
fluids out.
Let me show you back here. What's
Well.
well, you'll miss it.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. Those girls are artistic.
Okay.
That up there is our genealogy.
Okay. Upstairs is the research room.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's I don't understand it. I'm gonna start you at the back and then work forward.
Well, okay,
And,
yeah,
this is the we call it the bison room.
yeah.
That's the old kitchen. It's done after a
Wait. Old kitchen is in this used to be a house?
No, that's we redid it as an old kitchen.
Okay, you turned, okay, the
Yes,
theme.
and these are the buffalo.
What did this,
The railroad room.
what did this, okay, go on. I'm
And
sorry.
then all back in here is just the tool room.
Smith, yeah,
They
blacksmithing.
call it all, this is all the
Okay.
tools, and back
Yeah.
in there is real good too.
Okay, yep.
So just look around.
What did this building used to be?
Drugstore, part of it.
This is a big building.
Well, the drugstore ended right there, and then there's
Just-
doors here, there's three little office buildings. The one,
Yeah.
this was the post office. I
Okay, yeah, it's just several
Yeah, and these
businesses.
were- There was a grocery store here too. These two were the grocery stores.
Okay,
And then the rest of it was
and
Phillips drugstore.
and then I don't know how well you are on the history, but
Not
were
real
there?
good.
Okay, let's say were there really buffalo? There were buffalo that ran through here. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
woodsy
And
area.
that's not a buffalo, that's bison.
Okay, well, bison.
I call them, they're different, but they're close.
All right, because this is a really pretty woodsy area, but I'm sure there's
Oh.
areas that are plains that they, could find.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But it's very interesting. You can see all the buildings were heated with the stoves. You can see all that.
Oh, that's the old. Okay.
That's the-
Okay.
Let it out.
Yeah.
Kitchen's good.
Yeah. I'll just.
For some reason, we get lots of pianos.
Yep.
We don't know why, but we get
Organs and pianos. There was a time when they were very popular.
Where are you from?
Traveler.
You travel around?
Yeah, for the past 8 years. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, if you have any questions, I probably can't answer, but I can
Well-
find somebody that can.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. I'll start in the back. A town could be a town without a church. One of the largest moonshine operations in Hempstead County. Where's Hempstead County? Alright, they sell bales larger than this, but this is some kind of a staple? It's very light. different axes, and these guys going out of losing their jobs. I guess McDonald's would hire them.